Forget the former things, do not dwell on the past. See, I'm doing a new thing. Isaiah 43 verses 18 and 19. Welcome back to The Daily Shift, the podcast where we merge neuroscience, emotional regulation, and biblical principles to help transform your life in about 1% of your day. This is day 5 of 21 and the series called The Creative Blueprint. For the last few days, we've laid a strong foundation. We've explored decision-making, the power of small shifts, and how to build momentum using the 1% solution. Today, we're diving into memory reconciliation, a transformative process to rewrite the stories your minds hold onto and how it shapes your reality. If you've ever felt like the same challenges just keep repeating in your life or the past experiences are holding you back, no matter how much you try to move forward, this episode, it's for you. Hi, if you're new to me, my name is Raquel, and I'm your GPS for success. Memory reconciliation allows us to partner with God to reframe those experiences in light of His truth. It creates freedom and momentum for our future. And here's something exciting. We're doing this work in the Manifestation Lab. It's the only space right now where you can get hands-on guidance and group coaching to implement these principles into your life. Memory reconciliation is the process of revisiting, reframing, and renewing the emotional charge of past memories. From a neuroscience perspective, your brain stores not just the event, but the emotions tied to it. These emotions can create neural pathways that influence your current beliefs, decisions, and actions, and it's done subconsciously. Here's the key. Memories, they're not fixed. When you revisit a memory, your brain is accessing it in a malleable state. And this means you have the opportunity to reshape how it's stored by anchoring it to something new, an empowering truth. In biblical terms, this aligns with the renewing of the mind Paul talks about in Romans 12:2. It's about letting go of the past and allowing God's truth to reshape how you see your experiences. Imagine you had a negative experience with failure early in your life. Maybe it was a failed exam or a harsh word from someone you respected. Over time, this memory might anchor a belief like, I'm not good enough. I always fail. Without realizing it, this belief becomes part of your subconscious operating system. And your subconscious, it's running 95% of your life. You might avoid opportunities or self-sabotage, all because of an unsolved memory. But here's the good news. You're not stuck with these stories. Through memory reconciliation, you can rewrite them to reflect God's truth about who you are. Here are the steps. Identify the memory. Begin by asking, what memory feels unresolved or holds me back? Pray and ask God to reveal it if you're not sure. This might be something obvious or subtle. It'll have a recurring feeling. Secondly, feel it fully. Revisit the memory with compassion. Instead of avoiding it, allow yourself to feel the emotions attached. Remember, emotions aren't bad. They're clues. Then you want to anchor it in the truth. Once the memory is clear, ask, what does God say about this experience? Replace the lie with scripture or an affirmation. If it is the truth that sets you free, it's a lie that keeps you captive. So for example, maybe the memory is I failed, so I am a failure. But the truth? The righteous fall 7 times and rise again. Proverbs 24:16. You're not defined by failure. You're defined by the ability to rise. Next, rewire with gratitude. Gratitude solidifies the new narrative. Reflect on how God has used or can use this experience for your growth. For instance, because of that challenge, I learned perseverance. And lastly, reinforce the new pathway. Each time the memory arises, consciously choose to reflect on the truth. Over time, this will rewire your brain, reducing the emotional charge of the old memory. Memory reconciliation can stir up strong emotions, but this is part of the healing process. To stay grounded, you can use these tools: breathing and reset. When emotions feel overwhelming, pause and take a few deep breaths. And what does this do? This calms your nervous system and keeps you present. You can anchor an affirmation. While you're doing that, or you can think or speak a scripture over yourself, like, "Be still and know that I am God," Psalm 46:10. Personalize it. I am being still right now, knowing that He is God. Journaling is amazing. Write down the memory, the emotions tied to it, and the truth that you're replacing it with. Writing helps solidify the new narrative. Why does memory reconciliation work? This process works because it aligns with how God designed your brain. Neuroplasticity allows you to reshape your thoughts and beliefs, and biblical principles provide the foundation of truth. When you partner with God to reconcile your memories, you're not just healing, you're preparing for breakthrough. Let's put this into practice today. First, pick one memory. Ask God to highlight one memory that's holding you back. Secondly, anchor it in truth. What does God say about this? Write down the scripture or affirmation. And lastly, share in the Manifestation Lab. If you're part of the lab, share your experience. We're co-creating a space for healing and transformation. And if you're not, get in here. If you're listening to this outside of the timeline, go ahead and share it if you would like to share with me down in the comments. As Isaiah 43 reminds us, God is doing a new thing in your life. The rest of that verse says, "Can you not perceive it?" It's a perception issue, because He's already doing the new thing. By reconciling your memories, you're stepping into the new reality He's already prepared for you. Embrace the process. Trust His truth. And know that every step you take is a step toward the freedom and abundance He has for you. Tomorrow, we'll dive deeper into how to expand this practice across all areas of your life, continuing to build momentum through small, intentional shifts. And remember, the Manifestation Lab is where we're walking this out together in real time. If you haven't joined us yet, now is the perfect time. Until next time, may God's richest and best be yours. Bye for now.